Pre-wedding pictures. Pre-wedding pictures. Ah! Some of them, some of these pre-wedding pictures, when you see them, you appreciate the art and you appreciate the, creative direction involved. Some of them were tastefully done, but then you see some of them and you will scream and you'll be like, ah! I saw one the other day where, the bride was pulling the groom by his tie, and it was on the floor and she was sort of dragging him. And I've seen all kinds of crazy ones. I saw one that the bride was hanging over a cliff and then the groom was holding her. I've seen all kinds of pre-wedding pictures. You guys, please. I'm not saying you guys shouldn't release pre-wedding pictures. No. If you want to, please feel free to release your pre-wedding pictures. But there's some that when you see, you just cringe and you're like, "Urgh." But then again, some of you will say, oh, well, it's art. Anyway, guys, my name is Arike Akinbobala. Welcome to Arike Weekly. Today, I'm talking about the pros and cons of releasing pre-wedding pictures on the internet. Now, the internet space is not one that you can control. It is one that, when you put up stuff, you cannot even tell where your pictures would end up. You cannot even tell, who is going to have access to your pictures. You just put them up and they're up there forever and ever. Okay, I'm going to share this story with you. My family friend got married a few months ago, a guy, and he called me one afternoon and he was very worried. He said his wife, his fiance then, now they're married, practically forced him to take pre-wedding pictures, and that he didn't want to take the pictures, but that she practically forced him and made him pay for the pictures. And at the end of the day, she released the pictures to blogs, and pictures found their way online. And he said, okay, fine. He knew people knew that he was getting married, but that he didn't want his pictures out there. But then again, he had to please his fiance, and he had to make her happy by allowing her put the pictures, because it was as if her life depended on putting those pictures on the internet. I just told him, I said, well, some people think it's fun. Some people want to put it up because it's something they've always wanted to do. And I told him, I said, you're a good man by making your fiance then and now wife happy, because she really wanted to put the pictures up, and the pictures went up and they were really, really, really nice, I must say. Reasons. Now, I asked a few people what they felt about releasing pre-wedding pictures. Some of them are married now and some are still single, and I realized that most of the guys were not even too keen about it. They just said, for what? Why are we releasing the pre-wedding pictures? What are the pictures for? But then my female friends, a lot of them were like, oh, there's no big deal. It's nice. People get to see that you're getting married, blah, 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 this and that. Well, today we're talking about the pros and cons of releasing these pre-wedding pictures. Okay, so let me start with the pros. Well, okay, you release the pictures, people are going to come online and be like, ooh, they're so cute. People will drop comments. Some will talk about your hair being on fleek, your makeup being on fleek, your outfit being on fleek. Oh, wow, they look good together. They look gorgeous together. That's if you get those comments. Then again, for people who want to let the world know that they're getting married, it's a good thing. Everybody comes on social media, everybody sees that you're getting married, and they'll be like, oh, finally, this guy is getting married, oh, this baby's getting married. You don't know how many people you're reaching out to, but you're reaching out to a lot of people. A lot of people will see. Some will call you and be like, oh, I saw your pictures online. Some won't even call you. Some won't even acknowledge you when they see you or your pictures. Now, another pro, I know you guys might diss me for this, but then again, this one is one that I'm saying based on comments I've seen online. Single sisters are going to come out and start tapping into your anointing and say, hey, I tap into this anointing. I pray that I find a groom. Or even the single brothers will come and say, oh, wow, they look so good together. I hope I find my own bone of my bones, my own soulmate, and things like that. So it's supposed to be a very happy feeling. However, there are also some cons. Some people are going to come and they're going to drop negative comments. Like, no matter what you're wearing, no matter how you look, no matter how nice the concept is, some people are still going to come and say, oh, what are they doing? What is this? What kind of rubbish is this? What nonsense? Yeah. Some people are still going to come and say whatever. So you have to have a thick skin if you're releasing pre-wedding pictures on the internet. Now, okay, you can also have a disgruntled ex who's going to come and be like, oh, wow, oh, he did this to me, she did this to me, blah blah blah, because it's the internet. Anybody can come and write whatever, and people would actually, some people will believe them. So an ex who isn't married, who has no plans of getting married soon, might just come and start writing all kinds of stuff about you, and people, will start dropping comments based on that. Or someone who totally hates you, someone who doesn't like you, who doesn't wish you well, will come and be like, this one is getting married. Hey, of all people, this one has found husband, this one has found wife. And then they just start writing all kinds of crap about you that are lies. And people who are going to come and read will just be like, so this person is like this, oh, so that person is like that. And you can't really control what people will write about you. Are you going to go there and defend yourself? How do you do that? You can't. So anybody can fabricate stories about you, and you never know where your pictures will end up. The other day, my friend was telling me about her auntie's picture being on Facebook. Very pretty auntie. Her auntie is married, and somebody opened a Facebook account and started putting up the woman's pictures and started writing all kinds of things and dropping phone numbers. Oh, I'm single, I'm this, I'm that, and you never know what anybody can do with your pictures when they get online. I always say this: any picture that you don't want on the internet, that you don't want to go as far as you can imagine, don't release. So if you feel that you're good with putting your pictures out there and you don't care where they're going to reach them, it's okay to release pre-wedding pictures. I know that back then people used to take those pictures for, like wedding souvenirs, or maybe for the banners at the reception, or just to have fun memories about what they looked like before they got married. But now people have taken it to a whole new level, a different level. And then you see some of those pictures and you're like, but then you see some and you say you say that they're really cute. So if you don't have the mind to handle negativity, criticism, and all kinds of things, please don't release your pre-wedding pictures. And guys, it's life is not that hard. If you're with someone and the person is not comfortable with releasing the pictures, then you might just as well drop it. Because at the end of the day, what is important is not the pre-wedding pictures or the wedding ceremony. Your marriage is what's important. 5 years down the line, are you going to be able to take pictures with your boo? And then you guys will say, oh, this is us at 5 years. 10 years down the line, are you going to be able to do that? 15, 20 years, are you going to be able to do that? Those are the things that you should worry yourself over, as against saying, oh, I must take pre-wedding pictures. If your other half is not happy with this, if you guys can afford it, then don't. And besides, you don't even have to do anything overly expensive or go over the top to take pre-wedding pictures. If you have a budget, you can work on a budget. I'm not saying don't take pre-wedding pictures, because some people say, hey, what's she saying? No. But, whatever works for you, go with it. Do it. But if you can't handle the negativity or the criticism, don't release them online. My name is Erika Akinbola. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be back here again tomorrow. I'm coming here to talk about wedding presents. Somebody shared a story with me, and I need you guys to hear. Love you guys.